up. You saw the pictures, how it looks like on me. Here is how it looks like flat on the table. I just finished it. So the width is 19 inches or 48.5 centimeters. The height 15 inches or 38 from the body, and 20 inches, 20.5 and 50, what is it, 51.5 centimeters. Just approximate for you to see approximate measurements, because I know it's difficult when you see the person in the picture. So this is how it is. You see how it fits on me. So the stitches that we will be using are double crochets, chains, single crochets. That is it. Nothing complicated, really. Oh, these are trebles. The yarn that I used is from Hobby Lobby, Yarn B, Yarntopia in Sage. 4 ounces, 312 yards. I used actually the grams. So I used 270 grams. So it's about 2.5 skeins for this size acrylic. It requires a 4.5 millimeter hook, but I am using a 4 millimeter hook because I wanted for it to be a little more stacked. I didn't want gapping. For the design part, I will add the diagram. We'll start at the bottom and we'll move up. You can make the last section just like the top section, but because this is this area, I don't like my boobs hanging out, so I kept it covered. For the sample that I will show you, I will use the same yarn, only in a different color. I don't have any of the green left, but the color doesn't really matter. I wrote the pattern as well, so I will just follow my directions, what I have written, to double check before I post it on YouTube. I will also post the sizings. I know a lot of you are asking me about how much I need to chain for this size or for this size or for this size. Giving you the free tutorial, do your own math. You're gonna have the chart, the charts with the sizing. You will have the information with the multiples. You will have everything. All you have to do is your own math. The pattern calls for multiples of 12 plus 6 at the end, so I have 54 here. Double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 6th. So this one, the chain 1 will count as skip 1. The chain 1 here will count as chain 1, skip 1, and the 3 chains will count as a double crochet. So that's why we have 5. So 3 is the double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And 1 double crochet into the next 9. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9. Okay, we have total of 11. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next 11 stitches. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next 11. And this is how you will go all the way till the end of the row. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next 11. And this is our first row. Chain 1, skip 1, 11, and at the end it ended up having enough stitches that I chained 1, skip 1, double crochet into the last stitch. If you either don't have enough stitches or have extra, it means that your multiples will not correct. So multiples of 12 plus 6 at the end. Chain 3, counts as a double crochet into the chain 1 space, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 3, skip 1, treble into the next, skip 1, treble into the next 3 times. So skip 1, treble into the next first time, skip 1, treble into the next second time, skip 1, treble into the next third time. We have total of 4 trebles. Chain 3, skip 1, 1 double crochet into the next 3. So into the double crochet, the second of those 3 should always fall into the chain 1 space, and then the next one into the next block. So this is going to be easy for you to notice if you make any mistakes. So the second double crochet of these groups will always fall in the chain 1 space. Let's do one more section. Chain 3, skip 1, treble into the next, skip 1, treble into the next. So you already know we need 4 trebles. Skip 1, treble into the next, and skip 1, treble into the next. Chain 3, skip 1, 1 double crochet into the next 3, and as you can see, the second of those 3 will fall into the chain 1 space. And you will continue until the end of the row. Next one. And this is what we have for row number 2. Third row, chain 3, counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So our little border of 3 double crochets is here. Chain 3, skip the chain 3, 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, so basically into the trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 3, skip the chain 3 space, 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, or on top of the double crochets from the previous row. And let me show you, it will be easier. So we had our double crochets, we chain 3, skip the chain 3, 1 single crochet into the next 4 in each of the trebles, chain 3, skip 3, 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches into the double crochet, and that is your repeat. And this is row number 3. Everything is symmetrical. Row number 4 is a repeat of row number 3. So chain 3, that's our double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Again, very easy, continuing with the 3 double crochet border, and chain 3, skip the chain 3, 1 single crochet into the next 4. You know the repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and chain 3, skip 3, 1 double crochet into the next 3, and again the border of double crochets. Till the end of the row. Okay, row number 4 was an easy one, starting the same with chain 3 and a 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, chain 1, skip the chain 3 space, treble into the next stitch, chain 1, treble into the next stitch, chain 1, treble into the next, chain 1, treble into the next, chain 1, skip the chain 3 space and 1 double crochet into the next 3. And let's take a look at this section. So our regular 3 double crochets, we chained 1, skip the chain 3, and we put the same 4 trebles, only we separated them with chain 1 in between, so they match the bottom one, and chained 1 and put here. So basically the same repeat, and this is the finished row. Chain 4, the chain 3 counts as a double crochet plus chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. Here we will repeat our base row so you can see the gaps forming. All right, 1 double crochet into the next 10 stitches, so don't forget to count the chain 1 here. Well, let me work around it. So 1, we're not counting this, the pattern says 1 into the next 10. 1, 2, to the chain 1, 3, into the treble, 4, to the chain 1, 5, into the treble, 6, into the chain 1, 7, into the treble, 8, into the chain 1, 9, into the double crochet, 10. Now we'll have total of 11. And if you don't have total of 11, it means that you made a mistake. And here is our repeat. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. And you can see the symmetry carrying on. And then again, 1 double crochet into the next 10.
Into the chain 1, into the treble, 2, into the chain 3, into the treble, 4, into the chain 5, into the treble, 6, into the chain 7, into the treble, 8, into the chain 9, into the double crochet, 10.
Again, counting this one, we have 11. And again, chain 1, skip 1 double crochet into the next, and then 1 double crochet into the next 10, all the way till the row number 6 is completed. You can see the frame. So same here with the top. This is the reason I did the 4 blocks, so I can continue with this one and show you kind of the middle, but you will get the idea. It's very easy. So now we will be creating design only on the sides, and the middle will be only double crochets. Chain 3, that will count as a double crochet, double crochet into the chain 1 space, double crochet into the next stitch, and this is the second row. Chain 3, skip 1. So we will be repeating the second row only up to here, since we want to carry on only on this side. All right, skip 1, treble into the next, skip 1, treble into the next, skip 1 treble into the next, and skip 1 treble into the next, chain 3, skip 1 into the next 3, so it will be into the double crochet. The second double crochet will fall into the chain 1 space and double crochet like so. So now you will be putting double crochets in each stitch until you reach this one, the square. So same with the blouse. On this row, see, I went all the way and I stopped right before I had to start this one. So you will cover the last gap of the row here. Same, I'll cover the last gap here and I'll stop. Here we are. Now we need to create the design, and you already know we're chaining 3, skip 1 treble into the next, skip 1 treble into the next, skip 1 treble into the next, and skip 1 treble into the next, chain 3, skip 1 into the next 3, so into the double crochet, into the chain 1 space, or into the chain 1, and then next one will be into the third chain from the beginning, the one that we count as a double crochet. If I can insert my hook in it. And this is what we have. Now we'll repeat row number 3 only up to here, and then from here to here. So chain 3, it's our double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 2, chain 3, 1 single crochet in each treble, so into the 4, 2, 3, 4, chain 3, skip 3, and 1 double crochet from here all the way to here. And here we are. Let's go ahead and finish. So chain 3, 1 single crochet into the trebles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 3, skip 3, 1 double crochet into the last 3 double crochets. And you can see it looks familiar without this two. Chain 3, 1 double crochet into the next 2, chain 3, 1 single crochet into the single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 3, skip 3, double crochet into the next, and 1 double crochet up to here, and finish this part. And this is the 9th row. Chain 3 counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, chain 1, treble into the first single crochet, chain 1, treble into the next single crochet, chain 1, treble into the next, chain 1, treble into the next, chain 1, double crochet into the double crochet, double crochets across. This is what we have. And now the next row will be where we will be putting the gaps. Chain 4, so chain 3 counts as a double crochet plus chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. Okay, so here we have our gaps. 1 double crochet into the next 10, so into the chain 1, into the treble 2,
into the chain 3, into the treble 4, to the chain 5, into the treble 6, to the chain 7, into the treble 8, into the chain 9, into the double crochet
10. The total is 11. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next, and you can see the gap is right symmetrical. And then 1 double crochet into the next 10, again the total group is 11, but this one was accounted for. We counted the 10. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. Again, double check behind yourself. These are on top of another. These are 11, these are 11. Same here. This one we accounted for it. 10, or 1 into the next 10. 1. Total of 11. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. Again, this is a line, nothing left, keeping up with the pattern. 1 in the next 10, 1, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next. And you know that the stitch count is correct when you are left with no empty stitches. If you made a mistake, again, and the reason I'm saying it because in the comments there's like, oh, it didn't work for me because the math was not right. This is pretty much the repeat. So you will repeat the rows 7 through 11 all the way until you reach the desired length of your project. And here we have the front and the back panel, and it really doesn't matter because they're identical. So put them together. I tried it on, and this is where the placement of the straps is going to be. You will have to either measure or try it on yourself, and so just make sure you are following the pattern. And this is, I marked where the other strap is going to be. So you can decide whether you want to just make it double crochets or to follow the pattern, these little holes. Since I stopped right here, only this one is the one that will follow the pattern. Feel free to do the same. I think it's nicer if it kind of flows, but if you choose not to, totally up to you. I don't think it will look any worse or better with or without. Obviously, you will count the same amount of stitches from left or right and left inwards, and the same amount of stitches inwards for the width of the strap. When you join, since the double crochets will be facing you, make sure that this part is this is the wrong side, and you will join with a slip knot. I leave a little longer tail so I can work it in later. And I will continue with double crochets until I get to the chain, to the marker. So chain 2, total of 3 counts as a double crochet. 1 double crochet to the stitch marker. And from here on is the basic. Turn and work the strap. Chain 3, 1 double crochet into the next, and 1 double crochet till the end of this row. So here in the pattern we have that 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 rows of no gaps, and then 1 row with gaps. Now chain 1, skip the next one, and 1 double crochet till the end. And this is what we have. So you're going to go back and forth again, just like on this strap. Every 4 I'm making the gap. Here is the length of my strap. You can adjust yours however you need. Both of them are done, and I have this one done on one of the panels. So what I'm going to do is sew this together with a whip stitch for a quick and try it on. Oftentimes when we put the straps and we wear it, the rest of the garment tends to weigh down, and even though you measured, they can be a little too long. So I don't want to cut the yarn just yet. If I need to remove a couple of rows, let's put it this way, I can. I will remove couple of rows from this one and use it to sew the shoulders together when, you know, the final project. And I'm back, and just like I thought, it's a little too long, so I will remove the 3 rows. Once you are done with the straps, we are going to sew them. Make sure place the garment with the wrong side facing up, and this one as well. You can use the a slip stitch if you like. I like to sew everything together, so I'll use this loop behind here. Actually, let me go into the V and underneath this little loop, and now I can connect. So the third chain, grab 2 loops, and again the smaller loop through the V, the middle, and here the same, the middle. Or you can use both loops. I'm using this through the middle, and the next also go into the middle of the V and into the back loop. And here where the tails met, this is the other side. All right, straps are sewn together. Now the sides, same thing. You will align them with the wrong side up, and there is a long tail right here I have, so I will use it to sew. If you wish, you can leave slits. I prefer for this one to be without slits. And same thing, you will use 2 loops from one side and 2 loops from other side and sew it together. This is what I have finished, sewn the sides It will be obviously washed and blocked. It will settle nicer. The seams on the straps. I will join at the top here with a slip knot, and I will work, like I said, single crochets. Oh, by the way, I took a smaller crochet hook, a 3.5 millimeter. So the stitches are smaller and I used less yarn, and it looks a little better in my opinion. So rubbing 2 loops and through. And now single crochets. It really depends how you want to put them. Oh, by the way, did I tell you that it's with the right side towards me? So now it really depends how you want to work. You can put 1 single crochet in each double crochet space or 2, totally up to you. I will try to grab 2 loops and work a single crochet, and then I will probably put 1 here. You will have to eye it, really. I don't have an exact number. That's why I don't like writing patterns, because it's a little difficult. With video tutorials, it's easier to show you what I'm doing without counting every single stitch. So here where I had to chain 3 for my double crochets, if you want it easier, you can go just around. I like to work into the loops, and it will probably take me forever, but it will look much nicer. And to finish it up, slip stitch somewhere where you can find, and slip stitch 1 more time, chain 1, pull the loop. And you got the idea with the sleeve openings. You're going to use the same thing for the neckline opening. Start somewhere. I usually start on the back panel and work my way around. This way, if you have everything exactly the same, similar front and back panels, everything is identical for you to be able to know where is your front and where is your back. I usually start in the back panel, work my way around, and when I put or when I use the top, I see the little knot here or whatever sign I put, I know that, okay, this is the back, this is my front. And this is the final look of the project, front and back. Well, they're identical, and like I mentioned, in the back I left the knots so I know where the back is, and there is the trim, looks nice. All I have left is to wash it and block it and take pictures to upload the tutorial. So if you are more advanced, and actually if you have waist you want to accentuate, what you can do is just chain a long chain and put slip stitches and use these gaps to insert the belt. That would look good, you know, to snatch it here. If you like, you can use the same chain and use these gaps and have a bow here. It really depends on your imagination, creation, and however you want to do it. I'm just giving you an idea. You guys modify it and play with it however you want. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. I will see you next time. Bye.